No, I agree. I mean, Cool Range just said I see Davis getting 5 sacks. I think that's kind of the ceiling. If he got more than 5 sacks, then we're really breaking out.
I
The
think
problem
5 would be
is that,
great.
yeah, 5. I mean, 5 for either of them would be huge. I think the problem with defensive tackle is we don't see them, pay off a lot on TV because they're not getting sacks. We're not seeing them swallow holes and then making running backs bounce outside who get instantly tackled by defensive ends. They do a lot of the grit work that we just don't even really highlight. It used to be centers weren't really highlighted. And then you got all these athletic centers like Creed Humphrey and obviously Jason Kelsey. And now they'll get their love on national broadcast being circled as they pull out and move around and stuff like that. But in the end, I don't know if we're going to get enough screen time and enough highlights to make Eagle fans go, wow, what a jump. But when you actually put the tape on and you think about these things, maybe it's a little bit better than what it is. But yeah, I mean, this is still going to be a very high-performing defensive line. Will it get 70-plus sacks? I don't know. 70 sacks is a lot. They played some bad quarterbacks last year. They've got a tougher schedule, better offensive lines they're going up against. I think anything over 60 is still very possible and also a massive year. I mean, that's still pretty good.
That's huge. Yeah. It's hard whenever you set the bar at 70 and then you go back and you're like, oh, okay, maybe we take a little bit of set down, but I'm with you. I don't think that we're going to get to 70. If we do, I mean, I'm all for it. I'm not just saying like, I don't want that to happen, obviously, but yeah, to your point, it's like with the quarterbacks that we play, you see it with better quarterbacks, like even if their line is banged up, and we've seen with Joe Burrow and guys like that, but you just get the ball out quicker. The game plan changes. And so you're not going to be able to allow your quarterback to be in the pocket to get hit a lot. And so there's not as many sack opportunities. Plus, if you don't play Carson Wentz, you don't get 9 sacks. So there's also that.
That's
but
a good point.
It matters what quarterback you play. So yeah, I'm with you. I don't think it'll be that production. But again, like interior defensive linemen especially, and it probably goes for all D linemen, but like year 3 is really a lot of times that big step. It's like rookie season, you're kind of figuring out. Second year, sometimes you see this step, but it's that third season usually. And so that's where Milton Williams is. Like, do we see that big step up? And again, it comes back to how many snaps do you see him play? So if it was anyone where we're talking about just sack totals, I think it would be him to not get at the level of a Javon Hargrave, but replace a lot of that. And you still got Jalen Carter there too. So question will be, how much of an impact can he make as a rookie? I think it'll be good. I think it'll be really good. But Milton Williams may surprise a little bit if he gets a little more snaps than what he has previously. So we'll have to see.
Philly Sports Rep says, do you all feel that if we get 10 to 17 sacks from Milton, Davis, and Carter, a success from the Eagles defensive tackles? I think the 3 of them could get 10. 17 would be quite the number, though. I mean, we're talking about 6 apiece, basically. I mean, yeah, 10 is necessary. And you'd expect Carter to be the leader in the clubhouse because he's the best pass rusher of those 3 defensive tackles. But
right. Yes. And I think Carter's over under number. It was like at 5 and then it went up to like 6. I think it's like 5.5 ish. Okay. So if you figure, he's right around that number, then basically you're saying what, can you get a couple from Milton, a couple from JD, and then you're at 10 already. So I think so. I see us. I mean, I would say we could get 15. I really do. I think 15 is pretty doable because if you get 6, I'd say from Jalen, Milton had 4 last season. So, you get roughly in that same number, 4 or 5, you're up to 11 and then a couple from JD. I mean, you're not too far off. So I think 15 is pretty doable.
Yeah, you got to also remember about Jordan Davis with the sack numbers. He's not playing a lot of pass rushing downs because they have all these other pass rushers, right? They'd rather play Milton Williams or Jalen Carter or Fletcher Cox on 3rd down and 10 versus Jordan Davis. But we'll see if his reps numbers go up because he earns them. That's kind of the rotational defensive line philosophy. Okay, over here to a couple of entries into the ticket giveaway. David Moore became a member. I think that's 2. We'll give him 2 entries for becoming a member. Normally it's, $1 is 1 entry. So depending on how much your super chat is the entries into our ticket giveaway. If you're new here, we're giving away 2 tickets, a pair of tickets to any Eagles regular season game of your choice. We're going to pick the winner sometime during the preseason, during one of our live shows then. And then you pick, and we send you to an Eagle regular season game. So if you want to enter, now is your chance. Just be subscribed to both my channel and Josh's channel and drop that super chat. I got to do some maintenance here, though. We had a super chat from Shane Baker, 2 entries after our live show last week. I got a new notification. So Shane Baker gets 2 more. And Vanny, who is another jersey winner, obviously still waiting to get his. They haven't shipped yet. He did a $2 super thanks as well. So make sure we got Shane Baker's 2 entries and Vanny's 2 entries into the jersey giveaway. And of course, David Moore becoming a member. David, we appreciate that. So still plenty of time. Obviously, we'll go through training camp and some of preseason, but get your numbers in right now if you guys want to be a part of the ticket drawing, which will again be during a live show at some point during the preseason, probably during one of the preseason games, maybe the 3rd, maybe the 2nd, don't know. And then you'll tell us which game you want to go to. We'll get you 2 tickets and off you go. Or you want to see us. Just tickets, obviously, to the game. We're not paying for your flights because we don't make that much money.
If
Come
you could get yourself
on.
there, we're paying
Gotta
for
get
the
yourself
tickets.
there. Yeah,
And
so
we may be at the same game. Who knows?
very
Have we
true.
decided officially? Like we've talked about it, but
I
are we?
haven't.
Okay, not yet.
No,
We're figuring
not
out.
yet.
Determining which game.
I have other expenses right now that I am diligently working towards that I have to take care of first, and then I will work on which games we're going to. But
that is understandable.
The Dolphins game. We're obviously going to go to the Cowboy game because you live in Dallas, and that's an easy one for me to fly down to, and then us drive to Jerry World.
Yep.
And we talked about other ones, so you never know. You never know. Philly Sports Wrap wants to go to a game. He gets 5 entries into the ticket giveaway here. If you put a comment, Philly Sports Wrap, we'll throw your comment up as well. It's kind of the little hint there. But 5 entries is 5 entries. So jumping in on the ticket giveaway there. Welcome to, I think it's his first entry. So welcome to the giveaway. You never know. We had a bunch of entries for our draft jersey giveaway. We ended up giving away 3 because there were so many entries. It's just supposed to be 1. We had a bunch of fun there. So if you want to get on the ticket giveaway, I think probably a better overall chances.
Probably.
A serious prize there.
You would think so. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
But, we were having too much fun. We had to just give away a couple more. So you never know.
We were having a lot of fun on draft night. That is a very good point. Did you see the ESPN roster rankings that came out earlier this week? Did you see this one?
I don't know if I did. I've seen so many rankings now. I feel like I get lost between top O-line, D-line, whatever, but I may have missed that one.
I have to log into my ESPN Plus account here. The way I can show it to you. Give me 1 second. I want to pull up these rankings. Philadelphia, they were ranked second, and I don't know my ESPN Plus password. Okay, well, Philadelphia was ranked second, and I'm trying to figure out what the rest of it was. I know the Chiefs were number 1. Man, I got to pull it up now because now I have to Google ESPN roster rankings. I need someone who gets me past the paywall here.
That's always my issue. I've got
tough.
The password saved, and as soon as it resets on me, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I may have to just create a new account.
Nope, I can't seem to find the full list here at all. Nope, I don't have the... Oh, wait. Yes, I do. Here we go. A Commanders USA Today website saves the day. Boom. All right. Chiefs. All right, so tell me what you think about this. This is roster, and they say this is not accounting for coaching, right? So this is just looking at rosters and just looking at the actual players on the 53. Chiefs 1, Eagles 2, Bills, Dolphins, Bengals, Cowboys, Chargers, Niners, and then Browns, and then finally throw it up here with Jets. Couple of thoughts here. 1, if you were to take away the Mahomes factor, like you take Jalen Hurts and Mahomes off of the top 2 teams, Chiefs and Eagles, the Eagles roster is better than the Chiefs, but the Mahomes factor elevates that roster, and sure, you can make that argument, but I think overall, quarterbacks removed, it gets a little bit different. Okay, after that, though, the other takeaway is the Niners. This is one of the few rankings I've seen that don't put the Niners as one of the top 3 rosters in the National Football League. And it feels right because they don't have a quarterback. This clearly is showing you quarterback-heavy rosters, Chiefs, Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, Bengals, are the best rosters, obviously with other people on there as well. And great rosters without good quarterbacks slide a little bit, hence why the Dallas Cowboys are 6 and why the Ravens are 11 and why the Broncos go down to 13. To me, this is a pretty accurate list.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. It is surprising though. So yeah, I don't know that I'd seen this one before because to your point, like we've seen the Niners up there very high all the time. So they're saying, well, with whoever the quarterback is, that's hurting them quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I agree with it. I mean, it's an obvious fact to just state that a quarterback, it's quarterback league. Like if you don't have your quarterback, then good luck because you're not going to be able to do anything. So I agree with this list. It's a little bit interesting. And I wouldn't say that they're like overhyped, I guess, on this ranking, but the Dolphins at 4, okay. I mean, I probably would have thought the Bengals would have been above them, but you could argue, I mean, they're close. The Dolphins have a ton of talent, but I don't know. Right. I mean, you just say from the recent bias of Joe Burrow versus Tua, I mean, he's, you just question like, okay, Tua performed pretty well, but then the concussions and all that. So, but I'm okay with it. But yeah, just whenever you're looking at the 49ers, I think that's telling because a lot of people seem to be, I mean, not Eagles fans and other people, but a lot of analysts that I've seen are like, oh, Niners are the contender in the NFC. Like they just want to hate on the Eagles and say that's the team to beat. So for them to be 8, that's a little bit shocking. I haven't seen that too much.
Worst roster is the Cardinals. Should be a fun year for Jonathan Gannon. Rams are way down there. I've talked a little bit about how the Rams. Yeah, I know how great the Rams or how interesting the Rams game could be early on for Philadelphia, but unless you're getting Matt Stafford MVP season, that should be a pretty easy win. Colts, Texans, Titans, Bucks, Falcons, Panthers, Commanders are 32-25. There was another USA article saying the Commanders are going to win the NFC East, and yet ESPN puts them in their place as the 24th best roster. So a little bit of a difference there. Giants, 18. They made improvements, but 18 is it's probably about
it's
right.
a far cry. I mean, that's
it's not up there. It's not that high.